Kimber Sparks there, yeah, she has got some lungs on her, hasn't she? Bit of pipes.
Indeed she has.
Beautiful.
101.5 FM, Tracy and Darren. Tracy the Big D right through until 8 o'clock tonight.
Which is getting very close.
It is. 8 o'clock Queensland time anyway. And
well, we've spoken to a few people from the country cruise, and a few legs have come back. A few are sort of still a little bit wonky, and a couple of headaches are still around there. And I think Amber's credit card is a little bit overdrawn from the bar. So we're going to be talking to a gentleman that's from a fantastic duo, McAlister and Kemp. Now, we've had Drew on the show before, but we've never spoken to Troy. So tonight we welcome Troy Kemp to the show. How you going, Troy?
Good evening, guys. I'm excellent. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are your legs?
Oh, they're long.
They're long.
Extremely sexy.
No, yeah, good on you. Oh, my God. You know what? It's been a man's night tonight, and it's not stopped at all.
No, I tell you, my legs were a bit wonky for a couple of days. It's kind of weird. You sort of get so used to the ocean and the rockiness, and then you sort of get off, and you have land legs, and I mean, I'm 6'6". I mean, having a shower on that boat was really hard for me. It was like having a shower in an esky with a flappy side, and when I got back on land, getting in the shower here was kind of weird. But I was rocking around for a few days. But yeah, I'm back to normal now, so it's all good.
Didn't you guys hop straight off the boat, and didn't you have a gig that night?
Drew actually did. I didn't. I was smart enough not to book one, but
Yeah.
Drew went straight into doing one himself.
Well,
We still play a few solo gigs around just our local area, to sort of help pay the rent or whatever. But it's all, he went straight into a gig, and I was happy to just sort of come home and relax because, gosh, it was so much fun on that cruise. I tell you, it was like 10 times better I thought it was going to be, and I can't wait for next year already.
So are you already booked to go onto that one next year?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's in October next year, so I think it's on the 12th of October, and it's us and Castor Daly, and Lee Kernighan's even going to be on there next year. So there's a big list of names coming on. Adam Harvey, it's going to be great.
Nice stuff. Well, I saw a lot of photos of it this year, and everyone just looked to have so much fun. But truly, what a venue for a gig.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, when you start to play music, you never think in your wildest dreams you end up doing it. Particularly a country music cruise. On a cruise ship. I mean, it's hard enough getting into Tamworth, let alone getting onto the Rhapsody of the Seas and and playing in the Southwest Pacific, and finding yourself, surrounded by 2,500 country fans, and you spend your days snorkeling around beautiful islands and eating and drinking as much as you can. It's just the most incredible experience.
It's a tough life.
It was just horrible. And I wanted to put out a shout actually to two wild women off the cruise named Tony and Joe, who may be listening. So
I'm sure they're listening.
Yeah, so Tony and Joe, I hope you're out there, girls, and all is well, and looking forward to catching you both really soon.
Oh, they will. Actually, when she jumped off the boat and she missed you down here at the Kedron, because she was like, I'm going to go to the Kedron, you're coming, but all her plans fell through, so she missed you at the Kedron. I said, are you serious, Tony? You've just spent a week on a boat with these boys. She said, yeah, but you can never get enough of them. So she's a bit of I think she could be a stalker.
Isn't that sweet? No, the hypnotism definitely works. It's good.
Now, speaking of Kedron Wavell, now two of our great listeners, Glenda and Brendan, were talking about Friday night. They said it was just, they said they rocked the Kedron Wavell right off of its foundations. They said McAlister Kemp were at their best. So it was a great night Friday night.
It was fantastic, mate, and I'll send a cheerio to those two as well. They're wonderful people, and they support us a lot, and said, hi, guys. But, yeah, it was so much fun there, too. We had a great show. I mean, it was pretty much a full house, and, we'll brag that way anyways. But, yeah, it was good. We took the whole band in. There was the six of us, and we had Tamara Stewart open the show, and Tamara's just fantastic.
We've had some great reviews about Tamara, actually, so that's really good.
Oh, she's amazing. She's just the best. She's co-written a few songs on our albums over the years and stuff. She's just a beautiful lady and a great singer, and we want to, we definitely have her there as much as we can. But I tell you, Kedron Wavell was great. We've only ever done it once before, and I think we've done it with Adam Brand a few years ago, and so it was nice to get back there on the strength of our own show and do our own show and put a good crowd in there, So hopefully everybody that went really enjoyed it, because we really enjoyed it, and it's a great sound system there, and it's a really nice venue, so I hope we can get up there and do that one a bit more.
Now, while you're on the boat, there was a few things floating around Tamworth. So, and obviously you got the phone call as soon as you got off the boat, or did you find out beforehand?
Regarding Tamworth and what it was, you
Yeah,
mean?
we got some nominations out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, one or two.
Yeah, we'd been informed, prior to the cruise that we'd been invited to the announcement party, which happened the day after we got off the cruise. So, we knew that we had to go down to the announcements on the Monday. Actually, it was the 12th. We got off the ship on the 11th, and let me tell you, when you're at the top of the 47 stories up in a building the day after you get off a cruise, that doesn't feel real good either.
No.
When you're looking out the window. But yeah, we were stoked. I mean, we were up for 2 nominations for the Golden Guitars for Country Album of the Year and also Group or Duo of the Year. So we're in there with some stiff competition, obviously, with the likes of Casa Daly and then the McClimates and Catherine Britt, and the list goes on. So it's nice to be a part of the nominations, and we're not holding our breath on it, but like I said, it looks good on the resume anyway.
Well, that's true. It's a pretty good resume you got going right now.
Yeah.
You might
It's getting better. I read our resume sometimes and I freak out myself. I'm like, have we really done all that? It's quite cool.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that took me when I'm going through a lot of these things, I look at the charts every week and I see that Home's doing very nicely there at number 4. And I think it was number 4 if I can remember. 4, yeah. And Troy Casadale's Home sitting at number 1. And I think, well, it's one of those things where you see the same song title there in the charts, and then you have a look at Dierks Bentley's album is called Home.
I know. Isn't that weird? I mean, I think Troy and ourselves were channeling the same gods of country music when we did the latest 2 albums. I mean, they came out about 2 weeks apart, and we had a single called Home. His album was called Home with a song called Home. Our album cover was us sitting on an old car, and his album cover was him sitting on an old car, and his first song was called Country Ears, and our first single was called Country Proud. It was just weird.
Right, I think Troy.
There's a mole. There's a mole somewhere. There's a spy somewhere.
There's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's something going on with the Troys, but I tell you, but what a lovely guy he is. It was really nice to be on the cruise and be able to spend some time with the other acts, because we don't get a lot of time to socialise as acts. So just be able to hang out with Troy, or Becky Cole or Shane and Casey and just some, Amber and the other acts. It's just so cool. And we've had a great band on there called Simply Bushed, a bunch of guys out of Sydney.
Heard a lot about them.
God,
yeah.
They were awesome, man. I can't wait to see those guys again, and they're such fun. I tell you what, we didn't go to bed before 4 or 5 every night. It was so cool.
Well, we happened to see a video off of the cruise.
Oh no!
Yes, we did.
Of a bunch of I think it was Lynn Botel, Troy Kemp, Amber Lawrence, and someone else sitting around. Was it Troy and Drew? Yeah, that's right. Drew McAlister, Troy Kemp,
up a song.
writing a song.
Have you seen that video?
I've seen it.
Yeah, right.
You can't get away from anything, I tell you. We've got our own spicy, not just Troy Casaspiracy. We've got our own out there.
I tell you, that was a Lynn Botel songwriter session that we did, and I guess someone just threw up the idea we should write a song right here and right now, but we had to sing a line at a time each, so it was just
fun.
It was kind of cool, and I want to see that video. I don't know how to get hold of that.
I'll get it to you, trust me.
Okay, cool. I'll get your people to talk to my people. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do that. But I tell you what, we thought, that's cool, we're going to give that a crack, Yeah, we failed. Miserably, we failed. It was terrible.
I was all right. It was the girls that failed. Troy, I'll just let you know.
On your dad.
But it was a lot of fun, yeah. Now, we were going to play Home, but we thought we better not do that because Nick Irby follows us, and I know he's got that one lined up there because he does the top 20, so we're not going to do that one. But we thought one of the songs that does get requested quite a lot, I think because it's a real party, and is the Cold Beer and Hot Women. Can you get any better than that?
Yeah, that was one for the boys, obviously. We wrote that song in Nashville last year after a big night of beer and chicken wings, and it was we went to a songwriting session and one day, and I think a cousin of mine was actually in Nashville last year when I was in town doing some songwriting. I hadn't seen this cousin of mine from Melbourne for about 10 years, and he was coming through town with a bunch of buddies just doing a road trip around America. And he sent me a text message saying, "Where are you? I'm in town." I said, "I'm at a bar." And he said, "What's it like?" And I just wrote cold beer and hot women on my text message. And the next day when we were, trying to come up with a song title, I'm thinking, hang on, guys, I wrote something in my phone last night to my cousin. Let me check it out. So anyways, the song was born from that. And, Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing the video clip for that one, and as you can imagine, and you know, all the boys in the band were pretty stoked to turn up and have, you know, some of those girls, you know, in bikinis running around and stuff like that. But I tell you, you know, we just wanted to do something a little different. McAlister Kemp's we've really tried to sort of work hard at building a reputation on, you know, songs with core themes about family and hard work and stuff. We just wanted to show that we did have a bit of a fun side, you know. We've copped a little bit of flack for actually doing a song with girls with bikinis and stuff, but my argument is, you know, if it was Blake Shelton or Joe Nichols, it'd be cool, you know.
That's exactly right, yeah.
You know, so I just sort of come back with that. But anyway, It is what it is, and we, you know, and it went pretty well. I think it went to number 3 in the chart. So, yeah, cold beer and hot women, let's do it.
You tell the critics to go and have another beer.
You get the petition out and I'll sign it. More girls in bikinis on video, on McAlister Kemp videos. Before we let you go, before we let you go and play some music, it'd be remiss of us to not mention the Arias coming up as well.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we were lucky enough to score a nomination there, and that's one we just sort of totally came from left of field. We didn't expect that at all. I mean, like I said, it's hard enough to win a golden guitar, let alone an ARIA award. So again, album of the year. You know, fingers crossed for Thursday night, the 29th, down there at the entertainment centre. You know, so we're also doing a little spot actually on Tuesday night on the news with Tim Bailey on the weather.
Oh yeah.
So if anyone wants to watch the news at about 5 to 6 New South Wales time, I don't know what time you guys get it up there, but
5 to 8.
You'll see me and Drew busting out a bit of an acoustic thing on the news with Tim Bailey on Tuesday night on the 27th. So.
27th, everyone's got their pens out at home. I know they have. 27th, if we're not going to be home, but we're recording.
I guarantee you Tony and Joe have.
They'll be there.
Yeah. But I tell you guys, we're really excited about the ARIA Awards. So fingers crossed we do well there. And again, it looks great on the resume, and we're really proud of ourselves. But we don't take it for granted. We're just going to keep working hard and do the best we can and try and build this thing, you know.
Well, it's certainly growing a lot. And we thank you so much for your time. I know time is precious and everything, but thank you very much for joining us. As I said, it is the first time we've spoken to you. We have spoken to Drew before, but we do wish you all the best with your ARIAs, with your Tamworth nominations and everything like that, and a safe and Merry Christmas to you and both your families.
I love to you guys too. Thank you so much for having me on tonight, and really appreciate the support. And I've really enjoyed this. I don't want to get off.
Neither do we. We've got Nick Irby waiting to come on.
You know, we do this.
Settle down, Nick. It's okay. We'll be with you shortly.
Hey, Nick, tell Nick I said good day. I love Nick.
He'll be right. He'll settle down. Actually, he'll get over it.
Troy Kemp from McAlister Kemp, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you, and we're going to go out. Unfortunately, this is radio, so there's no bikini girls here, but there's still plenty of cold beer.
That's right, Tracy might strip off if we're lucky.
Well, actually, we've already had some naked people on air tonight, so leave it alone. Oh, dear. Okay. Good luck with all the awards, and hopefully we'll catch up with you in the new year sometime. We will. We'll be catching up to say congratulations, I think. I hope so. And hey, Merry Christmas to you guys too. Thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Catch you up next year. Talk soon. Bye. Bye.